This is the 5-minute 8th grade math class. Category 4, Measurement. Measurement has 3 readiness takes: 8.8c on surface area and volume, 8.9a Pythagorean theorem, 8.9b dimensional analysis. So finding the surface area first starts with finding the lateral surface area. So let's say we start off with a pyramid that is dressed out as a net, and let's say that its height of the side triangle is 5 and the side length of the base is 6. So first what we need to do is we need to find the area of every single triangle. Now that's going to be 5 times 6 divided by 2, so that's going to be 30 divided by 2, which is 15. Now we're going to take 4 of those, 15 times 4, which is 60. That's your lateral surface area. Now we're going to find the area of the base. The area of the base is equal to 6 times 6, which is 36. Now because this is a pyramid, we're only going to use one base, and now I'm just going to add it up. 36 plus 6 is equal to 96. Now if you're finding the area or the volume of a prism, you could have a triangular prism, for instance, like this, and it had a height of 8 and a length of 5 and 10 right there. Now that's your length times width times height. So you can do 8 times 5 times 10, but because it's a triangular prism, which becomes 400. But because it's a triangular prism, you're going to do 400 divided by 2, and then that comes out to be 200. If this were a pyramid, triangular pyramid, I would also divide by 3. Or if it were just a pyramid, I'd take that 400 and divide it by 3. Again, with cylinders, you're going to have a little bit of a different situation. So for instance, if you have a cylinder that looks like this, it has a radius of 10 and a height of 15. Your length times width is actually your big B, which is pi r squared, or 3.14 times 10 times 10. Well, that's going to be 314. Then I'm going to multiply that by my height, 314 times 15, and that comes out to be 4,710. If this were a cone, I would just divide it by 3. In contrast, we might have a triangle that has a missing leg or a missing dimension up and down, vertical or horizontal. For instance, if we had 10 here and 6 here, we would want to know what this length is here. Well, again, we can draw our squares off of each section. 6 times 6 is 36. 10 times 10 is 100. But in this case, we'll subtract the numbers, 100 minus 36, which comes out to be 64. Then we're going to take the square root of 64, which, what number times itself equals 64, is 8. So our missing side length is 8. For dimensional analysis, the thing to remember is that when you're working in area or volume, the length scale factor is squared or cubed. Okay, so let's say I had a length of 5 on one object and the length of the other object was 6. And this is object 1, and this is object 2. Okay, so my perimeter scale factor is going to be 5 to 6. My area scale factor is going to be 5 over 6 squared, which is going to be 25 over 36. And then my volume is going to be 5 cubed over 6 cubed, which is going to be 125 over 216. That's category 4 in about 5 minutes.